Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Funny story. Josh and I are lying in bed. It's like 11 o'clock at night. We're both about to go to sleep. Like, I'm literally in that little zone that you're in right before you actually fall asleep, that when somebody talks to you, you can like kind of hear them in like a far off voice in your dream kind of thing. I don't know. Anyway, I wasn't really awake. I wasn't asleep. But he goes, oh yeah, I forgot to tell you, the attic people, like the vent people are coming tomorrow, and they're just going to be doing like assessing where the vents are going, and we're just going to go over the plan, and that's happening tomorrow. And then it kind of woke me up out of my sleep. And I was like, what? Oh, when? Like, what time are they coming? Oh, 7 a.m. 7 a.m. They're coming. Keep in mind, Josh and I usually get out of bed at like 6. And I have a coffee, and then I start pumping. And that's not always done before 7. So I'm like, okay. So, like, we're going to have to be up bright and early and on it. And I've got to get pumping and be done before 7. So the next day, we wake up, and lo and behold, the attic people, the vent people, HVAC, whatever they're called, are here, and it's 6 a.m. Maybe it was 6:30. I don't know which, but it was definitely before 7. Thank goodness I finished pumping, and I was actually up early that day. I'd finished pumping, but they're like knocking on the door, and Josh is running downstairs in his underwear. And he's like, oh, let me get some shorts on and I'll let you in and whatever. I'm like, oh my goodness, these guys are efficient. But anyway, so he takes them around. It was 6. It was 6 because they had, no, that's a lie. It was 6:30 because they had an hour before Josh had to leave for work. So it was 6:30 they showed up. Anyway, so they started walking around, and Josh is talking about like where the vents are going to go from the basement up to the attic, so that, because it's really hot up there in the summer, really cold up there in the winter, so we need some vents up there to just start regulating the heat and temperatures and all that. So they start going over it, and he goes, okay, so can you guys just get back to me with a quote and then let me know when you're gonna start? And the guys just look at him and they're like, today? Like, I thought that's why we were here. We're starting today. And I'm like, what? Like, I'm not prepared for this at all whatsoever. And he was like, oh, okay, well, can you guys just like, you know, go give me a quote and then I'll give you the go ahead and then you can start today? I'm like, what? Like, the house is half a mess. I haven't really like tidied the floor. I don't know what to do with the kids. You know what I mean? Like, they're going to be in the basement. These guys are going to be in the basement. There's no gate blocking the basement off. We just have a door that has a lock on it. They're going to be in the front room where the front door is, so at least I can kind of like close the door there. They're going to be in the spare bedroom beside Josh and our room. So like that's open. And then they're going to be up in the attic, which at least we can just like close the door to the attic. But anyway, yeah, that was an interesting way to wake up. And then they were actually here for 3 days getting the vents installed to get up to the attic, but now it's done. The kids and I and Bosco spent like 3 days in the bedroom basically, because the kids are just so interested in whatever's going on around the house when we're doing stuff, and so they have to be like right there asking them every little thing. What are you doing? Why are you doing that? What are you doing that for? What are you doing? Where does that go? And I'm like, okay, I don't care if you sit there and watch them, but you've got to let them work. Sorry, Joseph's playing with the water and he was putting it on really hot. But like, watch them, I don't care. But they need to work, you know what I mean? Like, we're paying for this, but not only that, I mean, it's gotta be semi-annoying on their end when a kid is literally asking them what they're doing on every little thing, you know? So anyway, we just stayed up in the bedroom. We watched movies. We had like 3 movie days in a row, and then they would play in the evening to get all that energy out because we've been upstairs for 3 days. But now it's done. They tested it out and it did work upstairs. They were supposed to also install like this turbo boost fan that would boost all of the like stuff coming out of the furnace, so it would shoot up that duct so it could get to the upper levels easier. I have no idea if they did or not, or what, but the 3 vents are up there. So if they didn't install this turbo fan thing they were supposed to install, they'll come back and install it. I don't really know how it works. I try not to go in the basement, so I don't really know what it looks like down there. But you will see in the next few videos and pictures the progress of the vents and then what it looked like in the end. I did not go in the basement though. So you will see from the main floor up to the attic what it looks like. So yeah, that's literally, like, that's my life with Josh. It's like last minute, oh yeah, by the way, it's 11 o'clock at night and people are showing up at 7 in the morning. And I'm like, okay, great. Thank you. Keeps me entertained, apparently. So anyway, enjoy the intro to the attic reno. I did also double up this video because I meant to do it earlier. We've had the vents done for a while. But then the day that Jordana was getting her lip tie, tongue tie done, the man was coming to start framing the attic so we could start framing it. And then like once he's done, it's gonna be what's that stuff called? It's gonna be spray foam insulation, and then no, that's a lie. We're leveling everything out so that it's all squared up and whatnot. Then it's gonna be spray foam insulation, drywall, and then like the finishing touches, because we're trying to get this done before winter comes. So let's see how on schedule we are with everything. But anyway, enjoy. So the vents up to the attic have been put in. And the vents come up through one of the bedrooms here. So we're gonna build a bulkhead around it. So this is what the attic looks like before we do any work. So this is the bigger side. And it has a little nook over here. It's not drywalled in yet, and it's got stone walls, which I wish we could keep exposed, but I don't think we can because it'd be too cold in the winter. So yeah, that's the little nook, and then we're just drywalling all of that from what I understand. And then you have the stairs here, and there's like a little jut, and then it comes out over here. All I can feel are cobwebs. It's creeping me out. Anyway, there's a vent there and a vent there from the new ductwork. And then I believe there's a vent on the other side. So here's the stairs. And then this is the other side. It just has just a little nook in here. I have no idea what that is hanging off the wall. But yeah, so I'm standing in front of the door to the attic. So it's definitely big enough to fit a bed sideways or 2 beds. And then, yeah. So, pretty fair-sized attic, I think. You know, you've got a lot of room over there. Let me just back up. Oh, more spider webs. So, oh, more spider webs. I can't even see them. Anyway, this is basically backing up almost to the wall. I feel spider webs all around me, so I'm not going too close. And then I backed up my camera to the 0.5 times. I feel like there's spiders in my hair. I don't like being up here when it's not. Ugh, it's gross. But we're going to drywall it all in. Then you've got a little nook over there that I think we're going to be putting beds or something in. I'm not quite sure. And there's 2 windows, the one over there, and then there's a window up here. So, but like I said, it'd be really nice if we could keep like the brick exposed and stuff, but I don't think we can. So, and then I wish we could do something with like storage, like in there more, like if we were to push the walls back a bit more so they started lower, but I don't think we can do that either. I think we need all the insulation over there. I don't know. Like basically if we could move the walls back to like where that little wall starts with the attic, it would give us like at least another foot of room all around. But I don't know if we can do that, because look, there's a lot of room over there. It's like, I don't know, 1, 2, I'd say at least 3 feet, maybe 4. But it's pretty gross over there. We definitely have to, is that a bowl? There's like a bowl over there. Yeah, we definitely have to tidy up the insulation and stuff before we drywall it in. But I wanted to show you the attic before we get started and show you the ductwork that was completed, because the guy is coming today to frame in like the brickwork part. He's gonna frame it in, and then I think we're gonna deal with all the garbage and junk that's up here, because I'm so scared to walk into a cobweb. But there's like junk over there. I don't know what I just stepped on, but it crunched. There's a bunch of like screens. I think that's drywall. There's something wooden. I don't know what that is. There's like the trans dome things, or transdome, or I don't know how to say it, for the top of the doors down at the bedrooms. There looks to be like an old door. I don't know what all this is, but I don't know, maybe sell it to somebody who wants to repurpose it or something. I think there's shingles over here. I don't know what that is. Oh, it's screening, I think. I don't know, creeps me out up here, but this is the before of the attic. So then we'll show you the after. Oh, I just walked into another cobweb. Then I'll show you the stairs. Actually, it's quite dark. We're gonna take the doors off. Did I scare you?
Yeah. What are you doing?
I'm taking the before video of the attic.
Oh, okay.
Do you have your phone on you?
Yeah, I do.
Can you light up the stairs?
I'm off today, yeah. I'm not sure.
There's Johnny. Anyway, it's really dark in the stairway, so we're gonna put some lights in. And then we're gonna take the doors off, so that way it feels more like a hallway, like a stairway, instead of a closed in, because that's the door to the attic. So there. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button and subscribe for future videos, because Josh and I are actually going to be starting stripping paint in the weekends coming up. So because we have the window order in, and obviously the windows are going to be replaced in the next few months, we have to strip all the white paint off of the like window trim and all of that. So we're getting started on that, so that way when the windows come in, they can just go in and the paint's already been stripped, and then we will strip the paint off of all of the trim work and stuff like that, but I'm going to do a whole other video showing you guys what it all looked like before and what it's going to look like after in the process and all of that. So in order to see those videos and how we're stripping the paint and all that, make sure that you subscribe and hit the bell, which is the notification button, so that way when that video comes up, you'll be notified. Have a good day, guys.